Today I drove my 1967 Jeep Jeepster. When you look at it, you might say, well, this is a Commando, and it's commonly known as that, but actually Jeep or Kaiser Jeep called this the Jeepster, and that's the only badging you'll see on it. You may have seen this Jeep on television. This was on Stacy David's Gears TV. Stacy had a partnership with AAM. We were shooting something called The Event. And Stacy told me about this barn find Jeep. And he had discovered it and wanted to run a series of shoots in which he would take this video of this Jeep and he would run a series of videos in which he would restore it. This is not a classic full restoration. This is what's called a survivor style restoration. It's drivable, it's fun to drive, it's great to drive. It's been set up for driving, not for a complete back to OE restoration. I've always had a love for classic cars, and I'm a little bit older. So these were some of the things we saw on the road when I was around and was young, and I've always loved a car like this. So when I see this, I go back to that time. You look at the interior, you're going to see an interior with a standard bucket seat. You're going to see just a lap belt. You're going to see no power steering. It didn't have power brakes, it does now. But this is fun to ride outside in the weather, so long as it's not like today at 96 degrees. At 96 degrees, it's like riding into a hairdryer, but it's really cool in the fall to ride this thing up the top down. We like to take this Jeep to the Jeep Invasion. When I say like to, we've been invited to come back to the Circle of Champions again this year. And in addition to being at the Jeep Invasion, being an exhibitor, we also participate in the Four Wheeling for a Cure for St. Jude's. That's something Greg Griffith has been involved in for many years, and I very much wanted to support that. My wife, when we ride it together, we get out on weekends and ride, she says it reminds her of high school Tim. The Tim she used to know when we were dating, when we were in high school. It's got that kind of feel. It takes me back.